Oh, and we are live, I
All
hope.
right.
So let's try. So, hi guys, my name is Haim Aman Palman, and I have James with me. I met James about almost 2 years ago
Yep.
in Flip to Freedom event. And we connected. I know that he's doing great things in Kansas City. I'm doing stuff virtually. And I saw one of his posts today about Monday morning meetings. And I also use this tool to have a meeting with my team every Monday and thought we should share it with you just really to provide content. There is no catch. We're not trying to sell anything, just to give you content that hopefully you can apply and implement in your own business. So we want to keep it under 10 minutes, so I will let James just introduce himself very quickly and kind of tell us what you do in your Monday morning meetings.
Yeah. So my name is James Dunwoody. I'm in the Kansas City market. And so basically our Monday mornings are just really a time for us to regroup, go over everything that's gone on for the last week, and really just talk about how we can improve for this week and talk about anything that's upcoming. So during our meetings, that's a time for us to get together and really just kind of pump everybody up, get everybody ready. Most of the people, the people that work for us, obviously they work 9 to 5 and, they live for the weekends. But, we as entrepreneurs, we really don't have weekends. Our days are just, our work days are every day and anytime needed. So, we always have to keep our team in place and try to get them pumped up to be able to do and help us reach our goals. So that's kind of what we do on Monday. We get in there, we kind of talk about what's gone on over the weekend, just kind of, touch base with everybody. And then we really just dive right in. There's a lot of energy in ours. We try to keep it that way just to get everybody, wake everybody up, get everybody ready for the day. And then we dive into our deals. So the first thing we always start with is properties that have closed in the last week, just because we have a huge whiteboard at the office and we just kind of move everything over. So anything that closed in our last meeting or prior to the last meeting, we'll erase that this week and put the new closings for the last week on there. And then we just move anything that we got under contracts that we had under contract that is scheduled to close. We move those over to the closings that, are going to be in the next week or 10 days. And then so on and so forth. So, but yeah, the meetings are for us to go over any deals that we've gotten locked up in the last week. Mm-hmm. We go over how many offers we've made, how many calls we've done. We go over what contracts are pending for closing for the following week. We go over any issues that my team is having, whether there be certain sellers where they're trying to get something locked down or they're not sure on numbers or whatever the issue may be with a seller. Maybe we're having a hard time getting them to agree to a price. So maybe we go over terms, options, and try to figure out a good terms deal to make it work for them. Because at the end of the day, it needs to be a win-win. So as far as buyers go, same thing with that. Just kind of go over ones that we potentially have people looking at, and then try to figure out a way to get them plugged into something, or try to push them around too. As being a wholesaler or just any investor, I think we strategically need to place people at times. If we've got one offer that's a little bit better on one property, or they're interested in two, but we can get more properties sold by switching people around, even if we've got to adjust the price a little bit. At the end of the day, we need to do more deals and do more volume. So that's a time where we go over that, try to help our guys, with whatever pitch they need to do to get these deals closed. And then same with title issues. If there's title issues, we want to go over them. We need to figure out if there is anybody we need help. Does the team need to help our transaction coordinator or the title company reach somebody or track somebody down? Do we need to go have somebody on the team go door knock on a house to see if we can get a hold of somebody and go, take a notary with them to get something signed, or whatever the case may be. But that's really what our sales meetings are for, is just really to kind of go over everything and make sure that we're doing everything that we can to hit our daily, weekly, and monthly goals.
Got it. So how many people on these meetings?
So we have, how many is there? There's 14 of us.
Oh, wow.
So there's me and my business partner, our transaction coordinator. We have a couple students that come in for it, our office manager, and then just the call center people. So everybody comes in there. That's just one of our meetings. We have another like weekly meeting for the whole company, for like the turnkey stuff or the property management company, construction, all that. That's a separate meeting. But for our wholesale business, that's our meeting that we have every Monday.
Yeah. So again, I have a much smaller team. So I only have 4 teams. So I have 2 virtual assistants, a lead manager, and an acquisition guy. And I guess the reason that we use it just before, I'm sure that before the Monday morning meetings, as a wholesaler, just trying Monday morning heat, and we're just trying to do everything. So we're calling to sellers, we're checking up with our team, we're speaking with buyers. We really don't know what's going on. And until I found this book, and I'm sure you're using the Traction book.
Yep.
So that was kind of an epiphany moment for me. That's, again, I heard it from Sean Terry. He shared it with me. And then I just realized that managing by KPI, by key performance indicator, it's great. Everybody know the numbers. What's the key performance indicator? So if it's for a lead manager, it's how many leads were generated. So she needs to report that on Monday morning. How many people she talked to on the phone. She needs to hit her number that if she needs to speak with 25 people per day, again, she's reporting how many people for the week. And for her, it's around the number 100 people. So she's reporting that on Monday. And if she didn't hit the numbers, we need to have a conversation on why. Maybe we don't do enough marketing. So again, the marketing person, we need to report how many mailers we sent. So that's a KPI. And then what's the response rate? How many leads were generated? So the acquisition guys report how many appointments you go to, how many offers you made. And once you have that, you have the goals, at least on Monday morning meetings. A, you report of your performance of the previous week, and B, you know where you are in relationship to the goals that we set for you and for the team to hit. So that's for me, and I do it virtually. So we jump on Google Hangouts. So we have, again, I'm in San Francisco, my lead manager in Las Vegas, my acquisition guy in Memphis, and I have 2 virtual assistants in the Philippines. So we do it on a web-based, which obviously there's the challenges to it, but we share screen and everybody's seeing where we at. We have a big spreadsheet that we share, and it's a great tool. So first of all, I just highly recommend this book, Traction. It will help you systematize your business and organize. And what would you recommend for a one-man show guy, how to use this mindset about a Monday morning meeting? Let's say, again, you're just starting out. I'm sure that, again, you were hustling like me, kind of going everything, don't know exactly with lack of focus. How is that will help you be more focused on just getting started and maybe building a team? But let's say you are a one-man show at this point.
I mean, I think the important part, because when I was a one-man show, I was just probably doing like everybody else is doing out there, just hustling. And it's like, if I wasn't getting deals, it was like, just do more marketing, just do more, and I was never tracking anything. Even when I had a team at the beginning, I wasn't tracking. I didn't, I was just, do more, spin more.
Yeah.
And, because more calls will come in and more sellers and stuff. So I think as a one-man show, you just need to take the time to do it. It's going to take some time, or, it's going to require keeping track of the numbers is, it is not a lot of time to do it, but it takes a minute to do it. And if you're not organized, you need to start learning to be when you are a one-man show, because when you've got a team, it's a lot harder. If you're not organized, or if you don't know how to train somebody, not necessarily to be organized, but like teach them what you need, like it's still going to be hard because you're not a lot of it starts at you. So I'm not real organized, but I've put the right people in place, and they know, like, you know, if I need things done, it's like, don't tell me, don't email me. If it really needs to be done, come grab me, call me, remind me, like, you know, get on my ass about it, because I'm not good with that. And so I've trained them to work with my way of needing it. But taking the time just to go over your numbers, and that's a time to just slow down, reflect, and determine what it is that's going on. Because if you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there. You know, everyone's like, hey, I want to make 5,000 or 10,000 a month or whatever the number is. And if you don't know your numbers, you don't know if you're going to hit it. I mean, you might hit it this month, but you may not for the next, you know, month or two or however long. Once you start figuring out what all the numbers are, then you know how to work towards getting to those goals, you know, because it will average itself out. You know, you need to, you know, in my opinion, you need really a good 3 to 6 months, preferably 6. But if you're doing volume, you should be able to get some good averages within a few months. If you're just a one-man show, it's probably going to take you 6 months to figure out all the numbers. Because you don't have enough calls and deals coming through your pipeline there. So definitely take the time. There's a lot of scorecards out there. We can probably even provide one in the link or something on here, just to how to keep track of those numbers. And just, I mean, it's, you know, it's something you have to do, whether you want to do it or not. If you're not doing it, you're just going to be getting by and treating it exactly like a job, which is probably what you were trying to leave from to begin with. Yeah.
So it can't measure, it can't be improved. That's kind of the motto. So have a plan, have your KPI, and I guess the most important KPI when you're starting out, would you say, is what? The number of mailers you send out, right?
That's important.
Number of appointments. Number of appointments. If you go to appointments, I know that your model is different, that you go to less of appointments. But for me, it's number of appointments. How many offers you make? It's huge. It's probably the most important one. If you don't make offers, you're not going to get deals. So measure how many offers you make.
I would encourage everybody to make an offer on every property, unless there's just absolutely nothing you can do with that one. Our office, if as long as they're willing to sell it, then we make an offer on every single property, unless we run the numbers and they owe us money in order for us to buy it. Then we don't even bother calling them. But other than that, we make an offer on every single property as long as they want to sell it. It's not, oh, this doesn't fit or whatever. I mean, it's an offer on every one of them.
Sounds good. So just want to keep it under 10 minutes. So I guess the big takeaway for you, have a Monday morning meeting with your team, measure by KPI, read this book. Traction is a great book. And if you are a one-man show, have a plan and track your own performance and start with the basics. And if you start that, it would be easier for you to transition and then apply this concept when you have a team. So that's what we have for you. Hopefully you found value in this. Share it if you will, if you found content with somebody that you think can benefit from it. And James, thank you very much. Maybe we can do it again.
Thanks for having me on here.
All right. Take care, man.
We'll have to do some more of these. And just, you know, if you guys are looking to reach out to either one of us, just feel free to comment below and then we'll respond to it. And we'd be more than happy to help you guys out. So
sounds good. Thanks, James. Have a great day.
Okay, you too, Chaim. Bye.
Bye.